Doctor Who, Story by Story. Heaven Sent Review. Heaven Sent is the name of the 11th episode of the 9th series of the modern Doctor Who series. It starred Peter Capaldi in his second season as the 12th Doctor, and was written by Stephen Moffat, then in his 5th season as the show's showrunner, and directed by Rachel Talalay. Incidental music was composed by the series' regular composer, Murray Gold. Plot. The Doctor transmits himself into a waterlocked castle where a shrouded monster pursues him, and he soon realizes that the only way to survive is to reveal guarded truths. Guest cast. The only guest actor in this episode is Jamie Reed Quarrell as the mysterious creature. There is also a brief appearance by Jenna Coleman as the Doctor's now seemingly deceased companion, Clara Oswald. Reaction. 4.51 million viewers watched the episode overnight, with the consolidated figures rising to 6.19 million viewers. The episode was critically praised by both fans and regular critics alike, and is widely regarded as one of the best episodes of the Peter Capaldi era. What I think. Now, I have to be honest, I was not a big fan of Heaven Sent at the time. In fact, I wasn't a big fan of Series 9 in general at the time, or indeed the Capaldi era, majority of which I did not even start to like until Series 10. However, as I've noted before, I have been kind of reappraising the Capaldi era lately. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just softening on it, or maybe I'm just desperate for something new, and, well, considering what the alternative is, Capaldi's stuff looks pretty sweet in comparison. But I have been rewatching much of this thing, and I watched Heaven Sent again the other night. I mean, some of these episodes really, like the Zygon two-parter and like Sleep No More and like this, I really didn't pay that much close attention to at the time. I wasn't really into it at all. I'm changing my mind somewhat. Heaven Sent is certainly a very good episode for the most part. If I have any criticisms of it, it's the whole, it's the arc. Certainly this whole idea of the hybrid, and that's why he really left Gallifrey. That's a lot of steaming bullshit, It's the kind of revisionist codswallop crap that, let's face it, has been taken to extremes by the chin balls era. But if you can set that aside, this is actually a pretty decent episode. I mean, to say that it is pretty much just a one-man show, it's Capaldi and a monster for the most part, it's pretty compelling, and it's got a very good atmosphere. It's extremely well directed. It looks great. You could argue that it is perhaps a little bit on the self-indulgent side, and it probably is. And yet, for the most part, I would say that it works. I think I'm going to have to do a video kind of reevaluating the whole of the Capaldi era, if not the whole of the Moffat era. Because, I mean, I've long been reaching for Matt Smith episodes, but I find myself kind of reaching for Capaldi's lately, and being quite pleasantly surprised by what I'm finding. I mean, okay, that's not always the case. Oh, God, that opening two-parter of Series 9, jeez, that's painful stuff. But certainly on some occasions, I'm finding episodes to be a whole lot better than I thought at the time. Overall, I generally pretty enjoyed Heaven Sent this time around, and I give it a strong B+.